here's how my scratchbuilding began. It all began with one train. You see, when I was in middle school, I started to watch a lot of British trains because I was always only into American trains. But then when I watched British stuff, it completely made me want to explore more on YouTube of all these British engines, all these British trains. But then there was one that stand out from the most during the World's Fair that I find really interesting in the United States during the 30s. And that was the Duchess of Hamilton. I always wanted a model of it because I find it awesome looking. And when I wanted to buy a model of it, I couldn't because it was too expensive or I couldn't find one. So I wanted this locomotive for years until I realized right then and there when I made stuff out of soda cans by experimentation. You see, I was making a scrapyard scene, could cut up cans like that. I realized I could literally make whatever I want out of soda cans. So then I did more experimentation with other things that weren't related to trains. And then I decided I'm going to buy a Thomas & Friends Gordon train and just go for it to build what I can build. And it was so worth it. And the reason why is when you build your own train, whatever materials you want, paper or soda cans, whatever, you could, if you have an idea or reference to what you want to build, it's okay to experiment because once you experiment, things could turn out good and awesome like they did for me. When I build stuff, I always think what the end result will be when I finish it because that's what makes it all worth it at the end is when it works, and it works just good and awesome, then it's worth every bit of building to make it run. And that's with all my scratch-built locomotives. And I clearly felt like I wanted to be done with the project and call it done. And I thought to myself, no more scratch building for only one train. And then I realized if I give up now, I could make more trains just in case. And I could build more and make my skills and get better skills at it. So that's why I continue scratch building just so I can have fun making whatever I wanted. And I still do to this day. A good example of where my ideas come from is there's a video I did years ago about a double-decker train. That was the inspiration from a double-decker bus in England. Now, everything is not based from England. It's based on many things, but I can see my ideas before they come into reality, meaning I think of it right then and there, and I can just draw it and build it. And that's what my idea is, just like you see on the Soda Can Creations. To me, that's fun and awesome and so rewarding when it's all done. And sometimes people suggest builds to me of what to build next for my next video. And I find that inspiring because it gives me more ideas of what to build next. And when I built, like the Blue Comet, for example, that was literally a comment. Somebody commenting saying, "Hey Nathan, can you please build the Blue Comet?" And so I looked it up and I realized, let's give this a try. And when I was done building it, it was so worth it at the end to see it being done, built, and all nice and shiny and brand new, like built from 2019. And I like seeing my scratchbuilt trains run on other people's layouts, not just mine. But I like it because I get to show my creations on the other people's layouts. I always like to run my scratch builds on other people's layouts because it's fun and because I like to show them off to other people who really enjoy seeing them run. It just makes it all worth it that I put all this effort into the train to build my own locomotives. It's just that awesome. Now, I would love to show all my scratch builds I have done over the years, but that will be a really long video. And seeing other YouTubers that I really like and meeting them in person and then run the trains on their layouts too makes it all worth it because we all have something to relate to with our hobbies, like what we do, and just everything about it makes it so enjoyable. So that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. It was really fun making this video and looking back all the memories that I've done over the years with my scratchbuilt trains. Anyway, this is Nate saying goodbye and have a very awesome day. More videos coming up in the future.